Good afternoon, Chairman Schatz, Vice Chairman Murkowski, and members of the committee. My name is Jay Spaan. I'm a citizen of the Cherokee Nation and Executive Director for the Self-Governance Communication and Education Tribal Consortium. I also serve as an adjunct faculty at Arizona State University teaching courses on tribal self-governance. It is a great honor to be here today to share and discuss priorities for the 2023 Farm Bill Reauthorization. I'm going to start with a few remarks about self-determination and self-governance authorities and then quickly move to the Farm Bill priorities. For decades, self-determination contracting and self-governance compacting have proven to be effective mechanisms that tribal governments use for delivering federal programs to tribal communities. Nearly all tribes administer federal programs through self-determination contracts, and more than 365 tribes administer federal programs through self-governance compacts. While both self-determination and self-governance are authorized in the Indian Self-Determination and Education Assistance Act, or Public Law 93-638, they are each distinct authorities and mechanisms with their own attributes, benefits, and regulatory framework. Self-governance was developed as a tribally driven initiative to improve upon and move beyond the limitations that tribal nations experienced when taking over administration of programs using self-determination. As such, self-governance authority provides tribes with greater flexibility and more efficiencies. For instance, under self-governance, tribes have the authority to revise federal programs in ways that will better address local needs without federal interference. Self-determination authority differs in that it requires tribes to submit redesigned proposals for federal review and approval. Overall, self-governance authority facilitates tribes using federal funds more effectively because they can integrate related resources to reduce fragmentation, redesign programs, and waive some federal agency rules that can hinder local solutions. It also reduces administrative and reporting burdens, allowing more focus on program delivery. Moving to priorities for the 2023 Farm Bill Reauthorization, I respectfully offer the following for your consideration. First, the Food Distribution Program for Indian Reservations Self-Determination Demonstration Project has already demonstrated success incorporating local, higher quality, and more nutritious foods into tribal programs. The program is also boosting local economies. To build upon that success, Congress could include self-governance compacting, not just self-determination contracting, as a tribal option for delivery of the program. Congress could also expand the authority for the entirety of FDIPR, not just the sourcing opportunity. Expanding authority beyond the sourcing provision, along with the addition of self-governance authority, will provide tribal governments the ability to quickly respond to the unpredictability of growing seasons and current economic conditions. 2, allow tribal nations to directly administer their supplemental nutrition assistance programs with the option to use self-determination or self-governance authorities. Number 3, remove statutory prohibition for individuals that qualify for both FDIPR and SNAP. Doing so would allow tribal governments to develop more comprehensive approaches to address food insecurity in their communities. Number 4, allow tribal nations to assume administration for meat processing inspections, again with the option to use either self-determination or self-governance authorities. Conducting inspections for food service licensing is something that tribes are very familiar with already and often do under their IHS self-governance compacts. Through this process, they're ensuring compliance with applicable federal, tribal, and state laws, and there's no reason to believe that we wouldn't have similar success under this program. Number 5, direct USDA to prioritize and dedicate funding for additional tribal forest management self-determination demonstration projects. 6, direct the USDA to determine the feasibility of self-governance demonstration projects for additional USDA agencies and programs, including rural development programs, conservation programs, rural utility service programs, and additional food nutrition programs such as women, infant, and children. We believe the study should be conducted by a work group that includes both tribal and federal representatives that collectively demonstrate knowledge of USDA programs, self-determination authority, and self-governance authority. For programs the department deems feasible for self-determination or self-governance, Congress could provide USDA with the authority to move forward for the agency to initiate these type of projects. Demonstration projects have proven to be a successful approach for identifying how tribal nations and federal agencies can implement new program delivery models and to identify any obstacles that need to be addressed before widespread rollout. Lastly, establish an Office of Self-Governance at USDA. An Office of Self-Governance could help with successful implementation by serving as a central point of contact within the department to help educate USDA agencies and programs. Thank you for the opportunity to present priorities for the 2023 Farm Bill Reauthorization to the committee. This completes my prepared statement.